from the Grenadian capital, this is the GBN television news. GBN, covering you from the Grenadine Island chain to Brooklyn, New York, via the World Wide Web on www.gbn.tv.
The news headlines comes to you compliments Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
This is Network News for Wednesday, July the 24th of 2024. I'm Stasia Blake. In the headlines tonight, Grenadians welcome Free Barrels initiative in the wake of Hurricane Beryl. 25 semi-finalists named for the 2024 Calypso Monarch competition. And the new National Party says more can be done to speed up the rebuilding and recovery process in areas devastated by Hurricane Beryl. In regional news, the Royal St. Lucia Police Force issues stern warning after social media threats. While internationally, Kamala Harris launches her election campaign. And in sports, Dr. Stevens John appointed as boxing official for the Paris Olympics. We'll have all the details for you right after this message.
The first segment of the news comes to you compliments Soft Weave Bathroom Tissue.
Have you heard about the new Soft Weave bathroom tissue with total hygiene? As hygiene and safety have taken center stage, our bathroom tissue is now manufactured with 3 different technologies to offer the best protection for you and your family. UVC light technology for a safe and effective disinfection process, eliminating 99.9% of microorganisms. Also, production at high temperatures, killing all types of germs and bacteria. And it's pH controlled with delicate fibers to prevent irritation for even sensitive skin. Soft Weave Total Hygiene Bathroom Tissue, available in supermarkets and shops island-wide. Visit Soft Weave Caribbean Facebook or Instagram pages for more information.
Good evening. This is GBN's News at 7. In a move to assist those impacted by Hurricane Beryl, the government of Grenada has unveiled the first phase of fiscal incentives aimed at easing the burden on citizens. Details in this Nisha Paul report.
The Free Barrel program, effective July 22 to December 31, comes approximately 1 week after Finance Minister Dennis Cornwall revealed government's plans to provide relief from duties, taxes, and fees on items imported for personal use.
And this includes barrel or boxes or crates up to the 31st of December 2024. Households will be limited to 2 barrels or box or crates per family or household.
These new fiscal incentives will include 100% duty and tax exemptions, including customs service charge, port charges, and stamp duties on food, clothing, small household appliances, linen and bedding items, toiletries, sanitary products for adults and children, and household cleaning items. So what does the general public think about the initiative?
I think it's good for the people of Carriacou, because most of them right now are unemployed.
I think it will help it a lot, it will help it a lot, because as the hurricane passed, some people went down there and spend their money, and sometimes, they recover back from it, so it could be a great help. It could be a great help, especially to families who are less fortunate and all these things. That will be extra for them, so that's a good thing, You have to give back to the community sometimes. Yeah.
And it's good for the poor people and thing, not everybody will afford to pay amount of money for the barrel.
It's good, real good.
Handy for a lot of people. They should keep it going that way. Because after all, people in Carriacou go get a barrel too, and they need it. Okay. I really think it's good. Very good suggestion and a very good implementation, or whatever the case is.
A press release announcing the start of the initiative on Tuesday cautioned individuals that the items to be imported are not to be for commercial use or resale. Imports above the 2 barrels per household limit will be subject to duties and taxes as is customary. The administrative process for clearing the barrels remains the same, except that importers would not be required to pay the usual duties, taxes, and fees. Importers are advised that making a false declaration to customs is a serious offense and may result in fines and penalties. For GBN News, I'm Nisha Paul.
Specialists from the Grenada Solid Waste Management Authority and the Ministry of Climate Resilience visited Dumfries Landfill and Tyrrell Bay, Carriacou, to conduct preliminary assessments of both sites to mitigate environmental hazards. More in this report from Christina John.
In a move to combat the challenges of waste disposal faced in Carriacou and Petite Martinique, experts from the Grenada Solid Waste Management Authority and the Ministry of Climate Resilience visited the Dumfries landfill to evaluate the present situation. The team, led by Minister for Climate Resilience Kieran James, on Tuesday conducted preliminary evaluations of operational challenges and the progress of post-hurricane recovery to the landfill. They sought to gain insight into additional resources needed and immediate actions to mitigate environmental hazards.
We have looked and did a tour with the Grenada Solid Waste Management Authority, Carriacou's operation, to see how they have been managing with the waste, to see how they have been managing with the separation of the waste when they collect it from all of the cleanup initiatives and drives. And we are going over now to Petite Martinique to get an assessment as to how the contractors are doing in terms of the garbage collection from Petite Martinique to bring it on back to Carriacou. So it's a work in progress.
The team also inspected grounded boats at Tyrrell Bay to assess their impact on the marine environment and community. Removal and salvage operations, along with the need for more human resources, were also discussed with local authorities and emergency response teams. Operations Manager for the Solid Waste Authority in Carriacou, Buck Braveboy, spoke of some of the management strategies currently being used for waste disposal on the island.
About a few days after the hurricane, in terms of pinpointing collection points in different communities to allow us to be able to control and to manage the waste arrived from the hurricane. And we were able to use the playing fields of these communities. So Harveyville is one. We have others such as a small playing field in Mount Pleasant. We have Hillsborough that is based in the town. We have Bel Air, etc. So this is one of the collection points. We do ask the person who are disposing of the waste arrived from the hurricane to separate the waste. But somehow, because we don't have the management control as yet, they tend to do the mix.
The team also visited illegal dump sites and other key areas across both islands. An assessment for the effectiveness of current waste disposal measures was conducted, along with discussions on possible sustainable alternative for managing hurricane debris. Rena Thomas, GBN News.
A new report from UNAIDS reveals that the Caribbean region has the potential to end its AIDS epidemic by 2030, but only if leaders take decisive action now. Speaking to an official from the Grenada Ministry of Health, it was revealed that it is possible. However, if there's a lack of support from stakeholders, we won't meet that target. More in this Christina John report.
The report, titled The Urgency of Now, AIDS at a Crossroads, highlights both progress and challenges in the fight against HIV and AIDS in the region. According to the report, the Caribbean has made significant strides in HIV treatment and prevention since 2010. However, the pace of progress has slowed in recent years, particularly in reducing new infections. According to Janelle Benjamin, Program Coordinator for the National Infectious Disease Control Unit in the Ministry of Health, said a lack of education surrounding healthy sexual practices and a lack of political will poses the biggest challenges.
Throughout the entire region, and the pace at which we are slowing down with regards to meeting our targets for ending AIDS by 2030 is the lack of political will. Right? It's a lack of political involvement. And it's primarily not that, and I don't want to, it's primarily not because they are not interested, but there is a possibility that there are other priority areas that may have taken the forefront. Right now in Grenada, if I can hone into in the Grenada context, that is somewhat what we're experiencing. Now within the Ministry of Health, there is that level of support that we get, right? However, Ministry of Health is going to also have challenges when trying to extend our reach.
The UNAIDS report highlighted 4 countries, Cuba, the Dominican Republic, Haiti, and Jamaica, accounting for nearly 90% of new HIV infections in the region, with Haiti alone responsible for 38% of new cases. Benjamin said records show the prevalence of the disease mostly among young people. She added that for the past 6 to 7 years, we have maintained our numbers between 20 and 25. However, last year was one of the highest they've had during the period, 29 new cases, with men being the highest of the 2 genders.
So our age range for new infections has always been and remains between the age of 20 to 45. At some point, a few 5-6 years ago, we were at 25. Now we have gone down to 20. That is slightly alarming because it means that our younger population is now becoming exposed at a higher rate. All right, it means that more and more of our young youthful population are not just engaging in sexual practices, but engaging in unsafe sexual practices, and they are not. They're more so engaging in these practices without the knowledge or the understanding about protection and HIV/STI education.
While treatment coverage has expanded in the Caribbean, with 70% of people living with HIV now on treatment, significant challenges remain. Late diagnosis and difficulties in enrolling and retaining people in care continue to hinder progress.
So our numbers thus far from 1984 to now, we have had 785 persons registered with HIV. All right. However, out of that 785, we have to minus our deaths, and our AIDS deaths were 319. Later, we have been maintaining our stocks and maintaining our access to care as best as possible. Right. In terms of treatment, we have maintained the level of increased quality of drugs that helps with the reduction of reducing our viral loads and maintaining CD4 counts within our clientele. We have maintained that. We are still good. We maintain the WHO standards, and we ensure that our clients are provided with the best care.
The Urgency of Now report presents a critical juncture for the Caribbean's HIV response. It suggests that with sufficient resources, sustainable funding, and a commitment to protecting human rights, the region can make significant progress towards ending AIDS as a public health threat by 2030. However, failure to take bold action now could result in a reversal of hard-won gains and an increase in the number of people requiring lifelong HIV treatment. Christina John, GBN News.
Safety is at the top of all priorities for the carnival season, and the Ministry of Health is also focused on this with the launch of a safe sex campaign, encouraging everyone to adopt safe practices. Rena Pierre-Thomas will tell us more.
As the 2024 carnival season approaches its peak, the Ministry of Health has launched a safe sex campaign aimed at promoting responsible sexual behavior among revelers. The campaign will see the distribution of free safe sex packages at major events and activities throughout the season, reinforcing the importance of sexual health and safety. Jonelle Benjamin, Program Coordinator for the National Infectious Control Unit in the Ministry of Health, emphasized the significance of the campaign.
We are looking to promote safer sexual practices as part of our aim to reduce the transmission of not just HIV, but for sexually transmitted infections. And because at this point, we are trying to create a safer population, healthier population, and for the most part, to ensure that our younger population are maintaining and exercising safer sexual practices. And secondly, during the festive season, people tend to be a little bit more jolly, if that's a good word to use. right? And we're hoping to put at the forefront that even if you're enjoying yourself, even though you want to have fun, let's remember that you do so safely.
The safe sex packages will contain condoms, lubricants, and informational brochures. Benjamin outlined some of the events where these packages will be distributed during the festive season.
So one of the things we're doing is trying to be present at some of our carnival shows. We have reached out for the permission and we're waiting for the okay so that we can be present at the shows. And we are hoping to put together, we're hoping to have available a condom booth. Persons can come to the booth, get a packet of male or female condoms. There's lubes in that packet. And in there is a message. There are two messages. Anybody can just come to us and ask for a condom.
These initiatives aim to raise awareness about the importance of safe sex and regular STI testing. The ministry is calling on fancy mass and traditional band organizers to encourage their participants to practice safe sex by partnering with the Ministry of Health to include the safe sex packages in their giveaway bags.
And additionally, we are also hoping, and we're asking a lot of our mass band, our Monday night mass band promoters to also allow us to slip in your bags and in your packages our little patty packs of condoms, lubes, and our messages. And on that pack is a phone number for you to call. All right. And if you don't want to call, just report to the emergency room. Let them know you think you've been exposed and you're interested in receiving PEP, post-exposure prophylaxis.
The program coordinator emphasized that while we are all out to have fun during the carnival season, it is also our responsibility to safeguard ourselves from STIs and STDs by using protection. Renepe Thomas, GBN News.
And this is news at 7. Coming up, 25 semifinalists named for the 2024 Calypso Monarch competition. They've all been announced. Stay with us to hear who they are.
Ride in style with an easy ride loan from Ariza. Enjoy the comfort and convenience of your own vehicle for work or play. You've got places to go, and we're gonna help you get there easy. Enjoy competitive interest rates, specials on insurance, and offers from auto dealers. Ariza also has great offers on electric and fuel-efficient used and new vehicles. Apply for an easy ride loan from Ariza and drive away in style.
GRENDEC Community Partnership Initiative.
On behalf of Netball Grenada, we want to say a special thank you for the contribution made. We are certain that the contribution that had been given would be put into good use and we would bring home great results.
GRENDEC, energizing our community.
Paying is faster and easier with Flow FastPay. Use your MasterCard or Visa and pay from anywhere. Log on to discoverflow.co/fastpay and press Consumer. Select your country and enter your account number. Enter the amount to be paid and an email address. Enter your credit card information. You'll receive a payment confirmation with the transaction details, along with a receipt to your email address. It's fast, safe, and easy. Flow, keeping you connected.
Running a business is hard. Running a creative business, that's 10 times harder. The Grenada Office of Creative Affairs understands the unique challenges creative entrepreneurs face, especially when it comes to securing financing. That's why they have partnered with the Grenada Development Bank to launch the Creative and Cultural Industries Business Development Fund. Hello. Designed specifically for creative entrepreneurs like you and me. Unlock your full potential with our tailored financing options. Access loans of up to $50,000 at just 2% interest, empowering you to upgrade and expand your business. Receive business support vouchers of up to $5,000 to enhance your business plans, financial strategies, or marketing efforts. But that's not all. Nonprofits and community-based projects can secure grants of up to $25,000.
So, what are you waiting for? Make the call today and learn how you can finance your dreams. Contact the Grenada Development Bank and unleash your creativity.
What if you had a choice? A choice of joining a line or a choice of making your purchases online? What would you choose? While you ponder on that, the National Lotteries Authority has provided another purchasing option. All their games are now available online. Yes, Grenadians, from wherever you are, purchase your favorite daily and jackpot type games using any electronic device. Register on the NLA's website at www.nla.gd. Top up your account and enjoy online lottery gaming at your convenience. We're taking shopping comfort up, several notches. But the choice is yours. Join a line or buy online. NLA, make your dreams come true.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3.
Thinking about your new home? Think easy. Think a Republic Bank Home Easy Loan. Think affordable. Think convenience. Think Republic.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3. Republic makes home easy.
Wow, that was such a breeze.
Own your home with ease.
So whether laying that first brick or purchasing an existing home, we've got you covered. Republic Bank will get you those keys hassle-free in no time.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3.
Apply for a Home Easy Loan today for a chance to win a cash prize. Getting your new home is easy with Republic Bank.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Terms and conditions apply.
Parents, do you go to bed with the knowledge that your children are comfortably asleep in the next room? Or are they allowed to attend every FET advertised? You are responsible for the safety and well-being of your children, and it is your responsibility to know their whereabouts. Children should not be at adult events. Please guide your children, engage them in age-appropriate activities. Let us be spicy parents for this carnival season and beyond. S. Speak to your children about positive behavior. P. Pay attention to them at all times. I. Inspire good behavior in your children by also displaying good behavior. C. Check with your children. Always know their whereabouts. Y. You are responsible for your children. Maintain control to keep them safe. This is a message from the National Parenting Program, Ministry of Social and Community Development, Housing and Gender Affairs.
Get the kids together. Get them dressed. We're heading out to total fun and excitement. It's Uncle Talbrig Kids Fest, Saturday, 27th July. More rides, more slides, more go-kart, more horseback riding, more games, more bouncy castle, and much more face painting. And all rides are free. That's right. All rides are free. Just get the kids in. Plus, much more cartoon characters. All the kids' favorite Grenadian superstars will be there. Live. Talbrig, Baby Bree, Lava Man, Boise, Wasway, Dash, Temptress, Superfly and Flint, Little Jello, Muddy and Squeezed, Soca Jeff, and more. Saturday, 27th July, Monroe's Playing Field, 2 p.m. to 9 p.m. Admission adults, $20. Children, pay $10. It's their special occasion. Uncle Talbrig's Kids Fest 2024. It's gonna be bigger and better. I am the Jamba.
GBN leads, the others follow. This segment is brought to you by Republic Bank.
Building or renovating your home or business? Why not use clean, renewable energy? Install solar panels to power your home and office and see your energy costs go down and your savings go up. Using renewable solar-powered energy protects our environment, reduces our carbon footprint, and slows the devastating impact of climate change. Republic Bank can help to finance construction and renovations that make use of renewable energy. Visit any Republic Bank branch and ask about renewable energy financing options today.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Welcome back. In just a few hours, GBN Television and K105 FM will be launching the highly anticipated third season of Our Climate Reality. This powerful series dives deep into the pressing issues surrounding climate change and showcases the innovative solutions being developed right here in our communities. From inspiring interviews with local activists to groundbreaking projects that tackle environmental challenges, each episode promises to educate and engage viewers on how we can all contribute to a more sustainable future. Host of the program is Godfrey Augustine.
Season 3, we will be focusing on the impact of climate change on the small island developing states. In previous seasons, we looked at climate change, its causes, some of the impacts generally on various sectors. Season 2, we sort of localized it, climate change and how it's impacting our island. And so Season 3, we're focusing a little more general. And now that we've just been severely impacted by Hurricane Beryl, which is a clear indication that climate change is definitely busy at work, I think the timing for Season 3 is more than appropriate. We will have this evening the Minister for Climate Resilience and the Environment, and also a consultant from St. Lucia, Dr. Jimmy Fletcher. He is the chairman of CRE, and so they will speak to the last SEEDS conference, which took place in Antigua and Barbuda. And of course, the minister would speak to us a lot about how, Grenada can benefit from that and what was our input to that conference.
Grand Lake has reported significant progress in restoring electricity on the Sister Isles. In Carriacou, 300 customers have already been reconnected, many of them in the town of Hillsborough. Efforts are ongoing to extend primary lines north, east, and south of the Boussajou power plant. Clive Hostin, acting general manager of Grand Lake, said that in Petite Martinique, a smaller generator is currently providing power to street lights and 10 customers. He said plans are underway to facilitate cruise travel to Petite Martinique to further the restoration efforts.
In Carriacou, we've also made significant progress in a short space of time. So far, we've powered up the majority of Hillsborough. We've also extended power outside of the town. Going up north, we've done the Nuasa desalination plant. We've gone up to Bogles Prospect. Petite Martinique, which is a lot smaller than Carriacou, we've seen a lot of building damage across there. We have, however, implemented a small generator, right, which has been able to power a number of streetlights and about 10 customers.
Hostin says that Grand Lake's transmission and distribution crews, along with supporting teams from across the region, are working tirelessly to restore electricity to all customers as quickly as possible. Additional equipment and supplies have been sent to Carriacou to ensure materials are available to those new crews. The Lone Electricity Company has the support of 15 crew members from Lusalec, Domlec, and Barbados Light and Power, who are all assisting with restoration work. Over the coming weekend, 18 personnel and specialized vehicles and equipment are expected to arrive from T&Tech in Trinidad and Tobago. The assistance is organized by the regional group of Caribbean utilities called Carelec.
I have to express special appreciation to Carolec, which is a regional electric utility association. There's a program. Their program is called the CHAP, the Carolec Hurricane Assistance Program, and we've actually participated in this from time to time. But it's one whereby at the beginning of the hurricane season, each utility has a number of linesmen basically prepared, ready.
But despite the external support, Grenelec estimates that the complete restoration of service in Carriacou could take 3 to 4 months. But less than a month after the passage of Hurricane Beryl, Grenelec reports that the restoration of the electrical infrastructure on mainland Grenada is 99.8% complete, with fewer than 65 customers still without electricity, particularly in the north of the island. One local footballer continues to make his family, community, and club proud as he embarks on a journey to become a professional player. Zaid Douglas, a recent graduate of the St. Andrews Anglican Secondary School, is currently in Germany playing football for the soccer academy Arnstadt under-19 team.
In 2023, Zaid Douglas participated in a summer football camp at the Soccer Academy Arnstadt in Germany. Fast forward to 1 year later, Zaid is now playing for the under-19 team at said academy. The 17-year-old Paradise FC left winger is elated and looks forward to making good use of this opportunity.
I've been playing football for Paradise FC International from a very young age. Also, GFA has helped me by paying my fees, and also Grenville Credit Union has helped by booking my flights to come to Germany. And this is my second time in Germany, and I'll be playing for A09 Arnstadt U19 team. And after this, I would like to accomplish by becoming a professional football player at the highest level.
Zaid is encouraging his peers to remain steadfast and humble in all endeavors.
Always remember their dream of becoming a professional footballer and always go after it, and remain humble and stay focused as much as you can be, and always give God thanks most of the times you get, and always remember where you came from.
Douglas noted that while the duration of his tenure at the academy is unknown, he is excited to play the game he loves as he looks forward to being a part of the most fitting club. For GBN News, Janelle McDonald.
And it is time for tonight's GBN I Saw.
Our citizen journalists share this social media post of Grenada's prided decathlete, Lyndon Victor. The post reads, "Today, this Grenadian was on the cover of Fort Worth magazine in the grocery stores all over Fort Worth, a magazine that shares my story, from growing up in Grenada to living in Texas." Lyndon Victor will carry the flag for Grenada at the Olympic opening ceremony on Friday in Paris. He is one of 6 athletes representing Grenada at the 2024 Olympic Games. We accept this submission with a sense of pride. We thank our citizen journalists for that submission. Send us your photo and video submissions via WhatsApp at 405-3052 or our other social media platforms.
And still to come, 25 semi-finalists named for the 2024 Calypso Monarch competition.
Here and everybody. Here and so no. Fully 1 week. Nah. Telling you. You them boss dragon. Hello. You see that? About 10 that them man make a hard day man. Me a 38 man. But you are 92. Yeah. You need the number 1 run man. That easy. No what? Nice. Yeah. You number 1. Yeah, me too, man.
Whether sipped neat, mixed into a classic cocktail, or savored on the rocks, our rum delivers a taste that captivates and satisfies. Choose greatness. Choose Classcoat, the number 1 rum. Produced by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
Ladies
Ladies and gentlemen, Spice Love Comedy Bash is back by popular demand. Saturday, 17th August at the Trade Center in Grandance and Sunday, 18th August at Deluxe Cinema Grenville, 7 p.m. both shows. Prepare to be swept off your seats as Grenada's ambassadors of comedy will flood the place with laughter. Robert White, Dillian Walters and Gregory Paul, Kareem Alexis, and a host of others. Outrageously funny people doing outrageously funny things. Get your $60 tickets on sale at Mitchell's Pharmacy Food Fair Complex Grandance, Gittins Pharmacy Wall Street, Gabriel's Pharmacy Pedmota, St. Andrew's Pharmacy Grenville, St. David's Pharmacy, Art and Soul Bookstore, Spiceland Mall, 3B Shoe Store, downtown St. George's, and go to Fed.com. Tickets for the previously scheduled Grenville performances are valid for both shows. Don't miss this final opportunity to enjoy a good Grenadian laugh at Spice Laugh Comedy Bash, 17th and 18th August at the Grenada Trade Center and Deluxe Cinema. Get your tickets and come prepared to laugh.
Experience the heart and soul of Spice Mass at the Grenlec Traditional Mass Festival on Saturday, July 27th at Hero Square, Victoria in St. Mark. Join us from 3 p.m. and witness the spectacular cultural display of the various traditional mass bands such as Feko, Shortney, Wild Indian, Jab Jab, and Maypole dancers with vibrant costumes, infectious music, and unforgettable cultural tradition. Bring your family and friends to enjoy an afternoon filled with excitement and heritage. Your presence is not just a visit, but a contribution to the preservation of our rich Grenadian culture. The Traditional Mass Festival, commencing 3 p.m. Hero Square, St. Mark's. See you there. Saturday, 27 July. This event is sponsored by Grenlec.
International Support Group, ISG, your company of choice. You have a problem with mold? We're the company to call. ISG provides quality commercial janitorial services. We also focus on preventative maintenance, making sure that your building keeps functioning as it should. With ISG, you will have a peace of mind knowing that all your service needs are carried out by a quality, efficient, and friendly team of technicians. ISG is dedicated to industrial professionalism, safety, and exceptional customer satisfaction. Call us today at 473-410-5886 or email us at info@isg-grenada.com.
We are still celebrating Grenada's 50th. The historic Grenada $50 commemorative note is here, a timeless tribute to our nation's journey. The Grenada $50 note is more than just legal tender. It's an invitation to cherish and celebrate Grenada's accomplishments over the past 50 years as we look ahead with optimism and determination for the next 50. The note is a keepsake for generations to come. That's why you can now purchase the $50 commemorative note pack that includes not only the beautifully crafted commemorative banknote, but also an exclusive information booklet detailing the significance of this historic milestone. Own a piece of Grenada's history by purchasing this $50 commemorative note pack for only $80 EC. Make it a package deal by purchasing the $50 note pack and the special edition Independence magazine for only $150 EC. Beat the rush and place your pre-orders on GrenadaTurns50.gd/purchase. You can also purchase yours through the Golden Jubilee Secretariat. Don't miss your chance to be a part of history. Purchase your Grenada $50 commemorative note today.
It's the Quartz Appliance event. Cook it, fry it, bake it on a new Mabe stove for only $1,799. Stack it, pack it, and chill it with a Frigidaire 4-mount fridge for $2,749. Laundry piling up? Wash it, spin it, dry it in a Frigidaire 17-kilogram washing machine top, only $2,399. Get it now and pay later. It's the Quartz Appliance event, only at Quartz, bringing value home. Offers end July 24th, 2024. Conditions apply.
Over the years, always and presently, customers have been winning exciting prizes while ensuring that benefits are realized for all Grenadians by supporting the games of the National Lotteries Authority.
I am Patrick Simmons, former Minister for Sports and National Athlete. The NLA has made significant investment in nation-building activities. Among them are the construction of health, sporting, cultural, educational, and community facilities. Additionally, they continue to provide funding to non-governmental organizations and individuals throughout the Tri-Island state. I support the NLA's mandate because I can see where the money goes.
Playing the games of the NLA guarantees support for sports, culture, and nation building throughout the Tri-Island state of Grenada.
Are you looking for a reliable, affordable, and customer-friendly pharmacy? Look no further than Hills and Valley Pharmacy, the nation's leading healthcare products and services provider. We are committed to serving you at convenient locations. Find an extensive and affordable selection of prescription and over-the-counter drugs and medical supplies at Church Street, Hillsborough, Carriacou, Jubilee Street, Grenville, St. Andrew, near the bus terminal, and Halifax and Grenville Street, St. George. Our committed team is always available to offer valuable assistance for managing your health and wellness. Discover the additional benefits of our wholesale distribution on Halifax Street and our Medcare Center on Grenville Street, where we provide in-house physiotherapy, massage therapy, doctor consultations, and eye care services. Our commitment is to satisfy all your healthcare needs, including competitive prices, loyalty rewards, and special discounts for seniors. Contact us at 435-6904 and WhatsApp 535-4734. Choose Hills and Valley Pharmacy. Remember, your health is our business.
This is GBN. We've got the means, the power, and the medium. This segment is brought to you by Flow.
Paying is faster and easier with Flow FastPay. Use your MasterCard or Visa and pay from anywhere. Log on to discoverflow.co/fastpay and press Consumer. Select your country and enter your account number. Enter the amount to be paid and an email address. Enter your credit card information. You'll receive a payment confirmation with the transaction details, along with a receipt to your email address. It's fast, safe, and easy. Flow, keeping you connected.
In keeping with the year-long celebration of Grenada's independence, 8 Independence Calypso finalists were given a bye into the semifinals of the National Calypso competition this year.
The Spice Mass Corporation, the SMC, has announced the 25 semi-finalists for the 2024 Calypso Mona competition. After intense judging of 60 Calypsonians across 5 Calypso tents from Friday 19th to Tuesday 23rd of July, these talented artists have risen to the top, showcasing their lyrical prowess and captivating performances. 10 finalists from the Independence Calypso competition and the winner of the Independence Calypso competition in New York were given the opportunity to get a bye into the semi-finals. However, only 8 chose to enter. 3 declined. They are Hercules, Sarah Serpent, and Big J. Sean Niles, Sarah Serpent, and Jason Joseph, Big J, are still in the semis as they were both judged within the tents. CEO of the SMC, Cecil Noel, in an earlier interview, spoke of the exception that would be made only for this year.
Going into the semi-finals of Calypso this year, being our 50th year of independence, only this year we're going to make a slight modification in that we are seeking to have 50 Calypsos at the semi-finals this year. So there'll be approximately 25 Calypsonians, each doing 2 Calypso. And as I say, it's all in keeping with the year-long celebration of independence. So again, it's going to be a treat with all the Calypsos. And what we have endeavored endeavored to do, having had discussions with the Calypso Association, is that the finalists coming out from the Independence Calypso Monarch, we're going to have all 10 of the finalists. We are prepared to give them a bye into the semifinals. That is if they are prepared to accept it. And of course, they would want to accept it if they think that their independent song is powerful and strong enough to take them through to the finals. But they also have the option, if they're not certain of that and they wish to participate for a place in the semifinals, they're also free to do that.
According to Noel, the caliber of talent we have seen this year is truly outstanding. Our Calypsonians have brought their best to the stage, and we are excited to see how they will continue to captivate audiences as they advance in the competition. Newly launched Roots Calypso Tent has 6 artists entering the semi-finals. Kaiso Bad's tent also has 6, Fireworks Tent 5, and Kaiso Kingdom and Northwest Brigade 1 each. 4 females have advanced to the Melody Puppeted Calypso semi-finals, scheduled for this Sunday, July 28th at Progress Park in St. Andrew, beginning at 5 p.m. Christina John, GBN News.
Meanwhile, the defending Calypso monarch, Rootsman Kelly, speaks about his future plans for the newly launched Roots Calypso tent. Rootsman Kelly, a 2-time Calypso monarch, known for his dynamic performances and passion for Calypso music, is optimistic about the future of the Roots Calypso tent, which is making a return this year after a 4-year hiatus.
But I want this tent to be a tent with a difference. You know, in the immediate future, I would like to recruit a lot of the young upcoming Calypsonians. If you look at our makeup, you see we have a diverse cast. We have young, we have old, we have male, we have female, we have humorous Calypsos, we have more serious. To include a diverse cast, not just typical Calypsonian, but we want to spread it out a little bit more.
He has expressed satisfaction with the performances executed by his tent during Tuesday night's judging of the preliminary round of the National Calypso competition.
To be honest, I feel really proud tonight. I feel really happy. All my artists gave a really good account of themselves. You know, the song system was on point. You know, the band played well. The backup singers was exceptionally good tonight. You know, the artists dressed the part, they performed well, it was clear. So I expect to get a lot of my artists going into the semi-finals.
As the 2024 Carnival season continues, the Roots Calypso tent is promising to deliver memorable performances and to uphold the legacy of Calypso music. Stay with us, we'll have your regional and international news right after this break.
So it begins, a journey like none other. Every moment has the potential to be unforgettable. Bring home a piece of the tropical green forest with every emerald. Capture the sparkling light of flawless water in a diamond. Make the sunrise and sunsets last forever. With precious colored gemstones, the essence of happiness is in our most precious memories. So, when it all comes to an end, bring home something that will last forever. Colombian Emeralds International. Bring home more than a memory.
The NLA is giving you more chances to multiply your Playway winnings by adding Multi-X to your regular Playway bets to win up to 5 times more. Imagine winning as much as $1,200 instead of $240 with a $10 Playway bet by simply adding Multi-X. Place your Playway bets from $1 to $10 or in increments on your favorite Playway symbols or numbers. Then add the Multi-X option at the same value to win 2 times, 3 times, 5 times more, or free plays. With Multi-X, you must bet the same amount wagered on your regular Playway bets for your winnings to be multiplied. Grenadians, value your dreams and win your way as much as 5 times more with Multi-X added to Playway and watch your money grow. Must be 18 years or older to play. NLA, making your dreams come true.
level of convenience and comfort awaits you when you shop at Rise and Shine Supermarket and Hardware Supplies, Griffin Lane, Grenville. Convenient, because we are open Sunday to Sunday. We're even at your service on public holidays. Comfort, because we are easily accessible to the physically challenged. Free Wi-Fi is available while you shop, and bags come at no charge. Everyday low prices and excellent customer care. Adequate parking available. We supply everything you can possibly think of. Family and home supplies, fresh meat, vegetables, and personal care products. All brands of cooking gas at affordable prices. You can send in your order, have it pulled, or pick up express.
When you need your prescription filled or you require non-prescribed medication, supplements, or all your personal needs, visit Gittins Healthcare at locations on Wall Street, Grand Anse, Victoria Street, Grenville, and Central Deputy Street, Wharf. Gittins Healthcare aims to provide an exceptional personalized pharmacy experience. Additionally, children under 5 and adults 55 years and over will enjoy 10% discount on purchases of $20 and over on prescription medication. Stop settling for less. Visit Gittins Healthcare, where your health is our priority.
And good evening, sports fans. Fast bowler Jeremiah Louis has been ruled out of the final test between West Indies and England due to a hamstring injury, Cricket West Indies has announced in a statement. In response, the visitors have opted for a like-for-like replacement, bringing Akeem Jordan into the squad. Louis, who did not feature in the first 2 tests, sustained the injury during the second test at Trent Bridge. He'll stay with the squad to receive further treatment. Meanwhile, Jordan, who was playing cricket in the UK at the time of his call-up, has already joined the squad at Edgbaston. Jordan is yet to make his test debut, but has made a mark in 19 first-class games, taking 67 wickets since 2022 at an average of 24.10. His impressive performances include 2 5-wicket hauls with a best innings haul of 5 for 44. The West Indies squad already includes seam bowling options like Alzari Joseph, Shamar Joseph, Jaden Seals, and all-rounder Jason Holder, but despite their efforts, the Windies are currently 2 for 0 down in the series, having lost the Richards-Botham Trophy with 1 game still to go. The West Indies faced heavy defeats at Lords by an innings and 114 runs, and at Trent Bridge by 241 runs last week. The third test is set to commence on Friday at Edgbaston, where the West Indies will be hoping to salvage some pride and end the series on a positive note. Grenada has once again made its mark on the global stage with the appointment of Dr. Deborah Ann Stevens-John as a ringside doctor for the Olympic boxing competitions at the Paris 2024 Games. This prestigious role not only underscores Dr. Stevens-John's exceptional medical expertise and capabilities, but also represents a significant milestone in the recognition and trust placed in female sports professionals. She's one of 3 female doctors selected to be part of the elite team of officials tasked with ensuring the safety and well-being of the boxers during the Olympic events. The event is scheduled from July the 27th to August the 10th.
For me, this appointment to the Olympics is a major personal achievement because I've done many championships before, but as you may know, the pinnacle of sport is being at the Olympics. And apart from a personal achievement, is one for Grenada, is one for the Caribbean region, because this is history in the making, because it's the first time we have a ringside doctor, and even more so a female ringside doctor at the Olympics.
Her appointment is a historic moment that carries profound implications for the advancement of gender equality in sports medicine.
As a female, this goes to show that with integrity, perseverance, and discipline, you can achieve just about anything. Because when I think of it, in the 120 years of the Olympics, it's the first time that we're having a female being the technical delegate in the person of a female from China. All right, the sport was predominantly male-dominated, and we have women breaking those barriers. We have 4 physicians on the team, 3 of which are females, 2 from Europe and myself from the Americas.
In her role as a ringside doctor, Dr. Stevens-John will be responsible for monitoring the boxer's health during the bouts and making critical decisions to protect the athletes from injury, a responsibility of the utmost importance given the inherent risks associated with the sport of boxing. Meanwhile, President of the Grenada Olympics Association, Bernard Wilson, has weighed in on the significance of Dr. Stevens-John's appointment. Wilson, a former boxer and Olympian himself, participated in the 1984 Games in Atlanta. And according to Wilson, her appointment should be celebrated by one and all.
This is fantastic news for Grenada and for women in the Caribbean and women on the whole, that Dr. Deborah Ann Stevens-John has been appointed a ringside doctor for Olympic boxing. And it's also exciting news for Grenada. It's a first for the region, and the Olympic Committee wishes her all the best. We wish her every possible success.
Grenada's team for the upcoming Olympic Games, which are scheduled for July the 26th to August the 11th, boasts an impressive lineup of talented athletes poised to represent the country with distinction. The 6-member contingent is a mix of seasoned veterans and rising stars. Leading the charge is triple Olympian Karani James, who will compete in the 400-meter event. James is a household name in Grenada and has consistently proven his mettle on the world's biggest athletic stages. Joining James is Commonwealth decathlon champion Lyndon Victor, a multi-talented athlete whose all-around skills and dedication have earned him a well-deserved spot on the team. Another notable inclusion is former double world champion in the javelin Anderson Peters. Peters' prowess in the javelin throw is undisputed, and his presence on the team bolsters Grenada's chances of bringing home prestigious accolades. Rounding out the track and field contingent is Hallie Hazard, a rising star who made her competitive debut for Grenada at the 2017 Carifta Games, where she secured a silver medal in the 200-meter and a bronze in the 100-meter. She competes in the female 100-meter. The team will be further strengthened by the inclusion of 2 talented swimmers, Tilly Collymore and Zachary Gresham, both of whom have distinguished themselves at various World Aquatics and international meets and are national record holders. The honor of carrying the flag during the opening ceremony will be bestowed upon Lyndon Victor, a fitting tribute to his achievements and the leadership he brings to the team. This is Network News for Wednesday, July the 24th, and that's today's sports. And now for a look at what's been happening around the region and the wider globe today. The Royal St. Lucia Police Force has issued its sternest warning to date against those issuing threats directed at members of the force in the wake of the shooting death of Maxwell Leo Hennessy. Leo died during a police operation in Anse-la-Raye early Saturday morning.
swift response by the High Command of the Royal St. Lucia Police Force late Tuesday afternoon to threats circulated on social media and those made in person against members of the force in the wake of the shooting death of Maxwell Leo, alias Hennessy of Marigot. Leo died early Saturday morning in what is still unconfirmed circumstances, with online news sources suggesting that he may have been shot by someone traveling in the vehicle with him and not by the police. News Force has been reliably informed that the post-mortem on Leo's body was inconclusive in determining who may have shot him and from where. Assistant Commissioner of Police responsible for the Central Division, Luke De Freitas, says anyone issuing a threat against its members will be brought to justice.
The seriousness of those threats, the context, and the perceived intent of those responsible are factors considered in determining whether such matters are pursued summarily or indictably. It is therefore essential that citizens be cautious and responsible when engaging in online communication to avoid legal consequences.
The Royal St. Lucia Police Force says it will not be passive in the matter and will actively pursue all perpetrators.
As the Royal St. Lucia Police Force continues its relentless pursuit to deter criminal activity on this country, we will not sit idly by and allow threats to be made to our members. We again reinforce the fact that we will pursue relentlessly all those responsible.
The police seem to have been taken aback by the brazen response by some members of the Marigot community, for whom Leo was a benefactor and leader.
The Royal St. Lucia Police Force condemns those attacks and will do all that is legally possible to protect its members. Investigators will seek to identify and pursue without fail all persons responsible.
Kamala Harris has told her first election campaign rally that American voters face a choice between freedom and chaos. She was speaking in the critical swing state of Wisconsin. Senior Democrats have thrown their support behind Kamala Harris to be their party's candidate in November's presidential election after Joe Biden withdrew from the race. The most powerful Democrats in Congress, Chuck Schumer and Hakeem Jeffries, announced their support for Ms. Harris shortly before the rally. Kamala Harris launched her campaign with just 105 days before the election.
It's back to work for Joe Biden. He's not a presidential candidate anymore, but he does have a day job running America.
Why did you drop out of the election? Was it a difficult decision to make?
He will explain his decision to the nation on TV tomorrow night, including why, if he's not fit enough to run for re-election, he is well enough to remain as the president for the next 6 months. Beyoncé herself has approved the use of this track, Freedom, as part of the Harris campaign. She's attracting all sorts of celebrity endorsements.
I'ma keep on running 'cause the winner don't quit on themselves.
And more importantly, has also secured enough Democratic delegates to be certain of being our party's presidential candidate.
So friends, we have 105 days until Election Day. And in that time, we've got some work to do. But we're not afraid of hard work. We like hard work, don't we? And we will win this election.
Her supporters are already convinced she can win.
I am super excited about Kamala. I've been following her for many years. I think she is the perfect candidate to run against Trump.
I do think she can win. I think she'll get the votes that Biden maybe couldn't have got, or maybe Trump won't get.
There's only one old man in the race now, and it's not Joe Biden. We have a vibrant candidate, and this is going to be a great election, and I expect Kamala Harris to be elected President of the United States.
Kamala Harris has inherited the formidable machinery of what was the Biden-Harris campaign, and she'll need it to run the shortest election campaign in modern American history. Part of her pitch against Donald Trump is based on her former career as a prosecutor who brought criminals to trial.
Predators who abused women. Fraudsters who ripped off consumers. Cheaters who broke the rules for their own gain. So hear me when I say, I know Donald Trump's type.
So can she defeat him? Voters want to know more about her before deciding. She's hoping to appeal particularly to black voters, younger people, and women concerned about abortion.
The right of every woman in every state in this country to make decisions about her own body is on the line. And I've said it before and I will say it again. How dare they?
It was this TV debate that killed Joe Biden's candidacy. Donald Trump says he will debate Kamala Harris more than once if she wants. She has a lot to prove in less than 4 months before one of the most crucial elections America has faced.
At least 18 people have been killed after a plane crashed while it was taking off from Nepal's capital of Kathmandu. The pilot, currently receiving treatment in hospital, is the only survivor.
Authorities say 18 bodies have been recovered. The only survivor is the pilot. The police and military search the child remains for clues.
The bodies of 15 plus 3 totaling 18 have already been recovered and are transported to the morgue. We now have information that one of the people on board survived and is getting treated at KMC Hospital. We are still further investigating the crash.
The carrier Sauria Airlines was taking off from Tribhuvan International Airport in Kathmandu. Footage from the scene showed a large smoke plume.
So the last conversation the pilot had with ATC was just, ATC gave the clearance for, takeoff. And then there was no further communication. And within 20 to 22 seconds, the plane actually took off, but it suddenly lost control. And it started, moving to another direction than the direction that it was supposed to fly. And it suddenly fell into the ground and burst into the flame.
Nepal has been criticized for a poor air safety record. In January last year, a plane carrying 72 people crashed, killing all on board. Since 2000, there have been 19 crashes, killing nearly 360 people.
And European Union has put Nepali aircraft in its blacklist in terms of, aviation safety. So there has been, efforts being made by Civil Aviation Authority of Nepal. But then again, these accidents have been, occurring repeatedly, especially in the domestic fleet.
Officials say the cause of the crash is not yet known, but they said the plane was traveling for maintenance checks. The latest incident adds to the long history of air crashes in Nepal. Asad Beg, Al Jazeera.
That's what's been happening around our region and the wider globe today. And now for a recap of the night's top headlines. Canadians welcome Free Barrels initiative in the wake of Hurricane Beryl. And 25 semi-finalists named for the 2024 Calypso Monarch competition. In regional news, the Royal St. Lucia Police Force issues a stern warning after social media threats. Internationally, Kamala Harris launches election campaign. And in sports, Dr. Stevens John appointed as boxing official for the Paris Olympics. If you missed any part of this newscast, there'll be a repeat broadcast at 10 o'clock tonight. Continue to follow us online at www.gbn.gd or on GBN Television Facebook page or YouTube channel for these and other top stories. I'm Stasia Blake, and that's the news. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you again tomorrow night.